What is up, YouTube people? It's your boy Chicken Fixin' back at it again with another video. Today we got a couple things that we're going to do. We have the laptop down there. We're going to do some testing and tuning, and maybe we're going to do a little bit of talking, get some driving in. I don't really have any real plans for this video other than just trying to make the car better and making content. It's been a really weird few days, or not days, but rather weeks. We've had Labor Day come up and my work schedule's been all over the place, so I just haven't had time to stop and make a video. So today is my first day in 3 weeks where I can actually take some time, start recording some content, and actually push it out. Hopefully I can do it all in one day. You can have it by tonight. That's what I'm hoping for. It's a beautiful 81 degrees, so there's no reason for me to not get out there, get some stuff done, and enjoy myself. So right now the goal is to find somewhere that doesn't look like this, where I can get out and get some good data logs in. This is not the place to do it. If you guys know Indiana, in certain areas cops are bad, and it looks like we're actually coming up on traffic. So of course, even if I wanted to, I couldn't even get on it, because what am I gonna do? Accelerate for 5 feet and then hit the brakes? Come on now, that ain't fun. Oh, there's a cop behind us. But no, seriously, something I want to talk about is just how much I'm starting to enjoy the whole YouTube thing. It's not really that I have dreams of getting big or becoming a YouTuber necessarily, but I think it's fun to have another hobby. Cars is a bit of an expensive hobby, so instead of building cars, making YouTube videos of your cars saves me a little bit of money. I still get enjoyment. I'm actually refining a skill because I actually do edit these videos, believe it or not. And before this, I've never edited a video in my life. So to me, it's really cool. I like learning new things, new skills. I think that hopefully it'll be useful for something, you know? But I think that if you're somebody who's proficient and working on vehicles, or really just doing anything in general, if you find something cool and somebody else may find it cool, I think that is useful to just get yourself out there. Start posting videos on it. Like, I only have, what, 22 subscribers right now, which is awesome, you know? I don't even talk to 22 people daily, you know? So that's impressive to me. I'm not really much of a social guy in the first place, so, you know, put me in a room full of 22 people and I would be shitting myself. That's a lot of people. And I just can't imagine being like these guys who have, let's say, 100 subscribers or 1,000, 10,000, you know? And then people will get into the hundreds of thousands and millions, and it's ridiculous to me just how many people you can reach just on the internet alone, you know? I couldn't rattle off 20 people if I tried. Maybe I could, that might be a bit of an exaggeration, but of the people that I could rattle off, the number that I talk to daily would be far less than 20. But back to what I was saying, man, having another hobby is actually really cool, and just getting on the content grind. And I bought this GoPro for pretty cheap. It was on sale for like $100 off. It's not even the latest and greatest, but I think it's great. I think it looks phenomenal. I have no issues with it. I learn more about it the more that I use it, which is fantastic. I'm still getting my angles down, so right now this video here is going to be a completely different angle than the videos that you've seen previously. I don't know. We'll see how this one turns out. It's maybe not going to be the most exciting, But that's okay. I'm literally just sitting here in the car, talking to myself, driving. No real destination in mind. And that's okay. Traffic. Let's get over here a little bit. There's that cop. Or what was a cop car. It's got a civilian plate on it. Maybe it's just a really distinct undercover. Or it was an ex-police car. Who knows? Brown is a weird color for a cop car here in Indiana, though. I will say that. Something I'm getting really excited for. Guys, I had mentioned it before multiple times, but getting a motorcycle is something that I've been dreaming of for a while, and I'm working towards that goal. And I'm proud to say that if I was saving up money just so that way I could afford the bike, like just hitting the dollar amount, I've finally saved that up as of this week. Finally saved enough money to buy an MT-07. However, I like to be financially responsible. I'm going to wait until springtime anyway, just to keep on piling on more money so that way it doesn't hurt me. But to me, it's super exciting knowing, well, one, that I'm 23 years old, I'm adulting, and I feel like I'm making good financial decisions. This car is paid off. I'm going to buy a brand new bike in cash, paid in full. Have a good paying job, and things are just lining up for me, and I'm seeing where I want to go, you know. And I think that's awesome. And something I've also been kind of thinking about is, it's a little bit in the works, but you know, it's still loosely there. I'm thinking about starting my own business where I want to become a mobile mechanic, and I've been watching a lot of different YouTube videos. I'm not going to say that he's been on purpose talking to me, but Simplify Mechanic, I've been watching a lot of his videos and responding to his, leaving comments and stuff, interacting with him. I don't know if he would even recognize my name out of a bunch, but he's definitely given me a lot of inspiration. I love watching his videos, and he has a lot of cool stories. Really great guy. I would check him out if you're interested in just what he does. Shout out to you, Simplify Mechanic. But, you know, before I do that, believe it or not, this Mazda is my daily, you know, after the trans swap and all that type of stuff. And I don't have it in me to make this a work vehicle. It's already got 175,000 miles on the dash. Like, miles may not be my issue, but for everything that I want to do to this, I just know that if I turn it into a work vehicle, it might all just, it's going to make it wear so much faster, because I'm going to be putting so many more miles on this car, and I want it to last, you know. And the more that's on the road, the more likely something is to happen that's out of my control. And I have so many plans for this, and I want to do so much to it. And if something were to happen, man, I don't know how I'd feel. I've already put so much work into this car. I'm emotionally invested in it. So I may end up buying probably a truck. Not an expensive truck, just something to start off on. One of my buddies has a Nissan Titan, and we were talking about maybe he was going to sell it to me, but I'm also on the fence because, you know, it's not that time yet. But I do need a daily regardless. Like, this car is just, it's not a good daily. And something I've been thinking about too, even though I'm only 23 years old, I'm in a serious relationship. Girlfriend and I are talking about marriage. I can't have kids and drive them in this vehicle. I just can't. There's no back seats. I didn't save the back seats. I don't plan on putting them back in. And regardless of if I did, I'd have to undo a lot of the mods just to make it bearable for a child to even sit in here. That truck is driving a little on the aggressive side. start doing stupid stuff. So I'm trying to keep my head on a swivel here while I'm talking, because you never know. I mean, we're going 55 in a 65 in the far left lane, if that tells you anything. This truck is up my butt, you know. Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. People do stupid stuff. They're probably like 3 feet away from my front bumper right now. Starting to open it up. And actually it looks like this car was the problem here with all that congestion. They just need to get the hell out of the way. One thing I do like about going down this direction is oftentimes you can see some really cool stuff. I live on the border of some of the richest counties in the state of Indiana. That does not mean that I personally have a lot of money, but the people around me do, which means that I get to see some cool stuff. There was a day I was driving down here and I had a Lamborghini and a Porsche, both of them boxing me in, and we were all just kind of playing together, getting on it back and forth. It was a really good time. Those guys were clearly out to enjoy their cars. I don't know if they were together or not, but it was cool to see. Congested. Oh, is he gonna cut all the way over? I was kind of expecting him to. This area right here is probably one of my favorite areas to go through. This is the way that I take to go to the gym. I'm starting to get back into the gym, working on my personal fitness, just trying to feel like myself again. I lost like 80 pounds and I managed to put it all back on. So doing that has put me through a loop. But usually at nighttime, underneath the bridges, there's LED strips on each side of the LEDs or of the bridge, and it looks really cool when you're going underneath it. And they can actually, the city changes the colors, so like it'll be like a neon purple or green or red, you know. It's really cool. And there's 3 of these bridges in series. So there's the one back there, there's this one, and then there's one a little bit further down, and it's really cool. Sometimes I like to, ooh, that looks, nah, it's not dangerous. Oh, it's close for a second. But, you know, obviously, my car having a little Pops and Bangs tune put on by me. I like to get under them, give it a little bit of gas, and pop, 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 you know? Which, I feel like that's what any car guy would do, really. That's just what you do. You get under a tunnel, you floor it. That's just the thing to do. If you don't, you're kind of crazy, dude. Like, what are you even doing? Well, this also isn't a great area to do all that stuff, so if, you know, to each their own. Be careful. But it's crazy how just, it feels like everything around me is changing so fast. Because everybody's expanding. Where I work, they're expanding that city, so there's all kinds of stuff that's getting thrown up. There's a Sonic that just got thrown up. I think they're working on a Lowe's, and there's another building. They're putting a building right next to where I work, so I get to see the construction and watch them put up a building there. Like, the rate at which this area is growing is incredible. It's insane. And I'll tell you what, you pay for it. You absolutely pay for it because things are getting so expensive. My rent's going up to $1,400 a month. It actually already did. I already paid my first $1,400 a month rent payment. It went up $200 from $1,200. And that's just insane. I remember when I was 18 years old and I was just kind of loosely looking at apartments, and you can find apartments for $800, no problem in this area. Like, that was on the more expensive end, and now it's $1,400 on the cheaper end to get an apartment around here. You know, there's apartments here that are single bedroom, 1 bathroom, and it's $2,000 a month, and the square footage isn't even that great. That's ridiculous, man. It's just so crazy the type of people that you run into as a byproduct of that too, because everybody cares about their property tax. And, you know, a lot of places like these, there was a community that existed before it blew up, so they bought at a good time, and then things blow up, and their house that they bought for $50,000 is now $350,000, right? And it's not any bigger or better. And it's just crazy how the world works in that regard, you know, because there's a lot of houses too, speaking of houses that you bought back then that are worth that. Maybe I'll drive through downtown. They've knocked down a few blocks of houses, like leveled it all, leveled the businesses there because it's old, and they just, I don't understand it. They're trying to make everything look newer, and it's crazy. It is crazy. They're just spending so much money on getting bigger and better and expanding and making everything new and uniform. Oh, well, that guy's, I probably could have made that actually. Screw it, I'm an asshole. Oh, did I just do the thing again? No, I don't think so. Well, yeah, I think I'm going to make my first stop up here probably. Maybe we'll go through downtown so I can kind of show off what I'm talking about over there, and then we'll start on our first little tune revision, get the Mazda up and running, take it down. I don't know. I'll figure that out later. I'll probably come back here on the 37 and book it into the country. That way I know that it's less likely for me to run into anybody I don't want to run into necessarily. But it is a busy time of day. Now there's not, I don't know if you can tell, my car's not really driving bad per se, but I feel like there are some points where I could probably, honestly what I'm doing now is I'm starting to cut fuel back. I had a little bit too much fuel down low, and that resulted in some hesitation, and cutting back on fuel is actually giving me a little bit more torque back, so when I step on the gas it actually wants to go. draggy. I think investing in draggy would be a really cool investment. Being able to see my 0 to 60 times, see what I'm putting up there, you know. I wish I would have gotten it when this car was stock, so then I can compare stock to when it was pretty much full bolt-on to with the different gear ratios coming from that transmission swap. This car has changed so much in the few years that I've had it, and it'll probably continue to change. And I know it's gotten faster. It's gotten faster for sure, but it's just I don't know how to quantify that. You know, I'm butt dynoing everything, and I have a range I can go off of. I should probably be making about 200 horsepower. I've been tuned by DR Tuned, and I've been tuned by myself. I'm not sure which one I like more. I'm not gonna claim to be a professional tuner at all. When I decided I was gonna start trying, I had zero idea what the hell I was doing, to put it gently. I am not a professional. However, I am a professional mechanic, and I understand what all that jargon means, you know. So if I understand how it works, then I should be able to understand how to adjust it and make it work for me, right? So that was the idea, and I made really tiny adjustments in order to get to where I'm at. And then I decided to go somewhat big with the fueling, and then advance my ignition timing a little bit more, advance my cam timing, and now we're going to step back off that fueling because I know I have no knock whatsoever. We're just trying to find that sweet spot because I don't have the years of experience that a professional like DR Tune does. Or what's going on here? Sir, I don't think you had the right of way there. Whatever. Well, like I said, I don't have all the experience of a tuner, you know, because I'm not a tuner. I'm a mechanic. I work on the cars, I don't tune them. So, you know, it's a little bit of a different world. And I've been messing around with my own car. I have both Versa Tuner and Mazda Edit. I like Versa Tuner's layout, but I like how Mazda Edit makes the car feel. I feel like Mazda Edit makes the car feel so much better than Versa Tuner does. And I feel like whenever I put hard limits, that Mazda Edit actually sets them better. I don't fully know how to describe that. I'm sure another tuner could probably explain that to you, but I just feel like because Versa Tuner is a trial run for our 2.5 liter second gens, that not everything works as it should, and it makes my car feel off. Because I could put the same numbers in both Mazda Edit and Versa Tuner, and I feel like I get drastically different results. But yeah, you see up here, they just ripped everything out. This is what I was talking about with the downtown area. So you're not even allowed to go through there anymore. There used to be a Dairy Queen right here where there's all those cinder blocks, cylinder looking things. And it's all leveled. It's gone. It does not exist anymore. It's definitely sad to look at. But, you know. Yeah, look how just empty that is. That used to be a Dairy Queen. Just leveled it. That used to be a Mexican restaurant. It's gone. A lot of those houses are gone. This is all that's left of the original city. And even then, they're doing a bunch of construction stuff up here, so I don't know. Maybe all this stuff is going to be gone before I know it too. And I don't live here anymore. Well, actually, technically, I never did live here. But it's an area that I frequented a lot. So it's sad to see. I wish I had some buddies that were available today. The worst part about being a mechanic where I work is that I get a weekday off, and then I have to work on the weekends, which means that I have a, what is going on? Oh, I see, that light's backed up. But what it means is that my schedule oftentimes is backwards from my friend's schedule. I work on Saturdays, so you know, if I want to see my friends and they're out on Saturday, I have to go after work on Saturdays, and that's tiring. It's tiring, man. And then Sundays, I like to try to keep to myself or for family. It'd be nice to have days where I could just cruise around with my buddies, but we can't because our schedules are just so different. It's part of growing up. Growing up sucks. It sucks, but it doesn't suck, because the part that I do like about growing up is the independence that I get. I love it. I'm responsible for everything that happens in my life, which to some people is not a good thing. To me, it's great, because that means that the only thing stopping me from doing whatever it is that I want is myself, and I have no one else to stop me from doing it. So I've been progressing in life faster. At least that's what it feels like, which I enjoy. It might take a second to get up here, but I love the buildings coming through downtown up here, because they're so old style, but they're maintained really well and they look good. I haven't eaten there in a long time. It's Greek's Pizzeria. Pretty good food from what I remember, but it's been, oof, it's probably been about a decade since I've eaten there. Maybe longer. Whew, we are popping. I don't know where these cars want to go, so I'm not gonna make any moves quite yet. But I'm wanting to go straight. I think I might be able to squeeze through there and just go. Give her. Oh, I don't think I can go straight. There's something going on today. Uh-oh. Well, I gotta go this way. Huh. I don't even know what's going on either. So, I'm just not gonna go that way. Unfortunate, but we're gonna go ahead and change plans, because I am not waiting on that to get back. Holy shit. And this road, they have destroyed. absolutely destroyed it. They started working on it, tore stuff up, and then just left it. So it's so bumpy going through here now. It's not a comfortable or fun road anymore. It used to be so smooth. I just can't stand it. So I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna well, I can. You could change course and go to the park. No, actually, I'm wrong. Hey, that's one of my old high school buses right there. I don't know what they're doing out here because they are nowhere near the school. They're like half an hour away. Wonder if they just live out here. There we go. Decisions. What's that right there? I don't know my classics, man. I should. That looked pretty clean. More police. I wish they gave out arrows first, man. Still got through there, no problem, so guess I can't complain too much. That's his gun walk. He's out here walking with a limp. Yeah, this right here is county jail. So you get locked up, that's where you go. Bad boys, what you gonna do? I do think it's kind of funny though, because that right there is a school. So there's a school literally right across the street from the county jail, which is just like, I feel like that doesn't mix. I feel like it doesn't mix at all. I don't understand why they do that, but they do. I don't make the rules. I just work here. About to be fall. Look at those leaves. Starting to change already. It's exciting. I love the fall season, but man, we had a hot summer, so it's starting to cool down. I feel like I'm cold all the time. Especially compared to a hot shop, man. Our shop stays over 100 inside. So when it was 60 degrees the other day, That's like 50 degrees colder than what I'm used to. And I was freezing. I was freezing at work the other day. That's something else that I'm getting used to as I get older, is my ability to withstand temperature is starting to decrease a lot. Because I used to not do anything to me, but nowadays it affects me a lot more than what it used to. Been recording for 36 minutes, man. That's crazy. But we're almost to the spot. We'll get a parking space, hack into our ECU, and do what we gotta do. Take it for a drive. This park is easily one of my favorite places to go during the fall time, and you'll see that you come back here, and we actually have some car meets here. Those of you in the area know about this, but we keep some car meets over there. And I mean, it's just in the fall, it's so beautiful driving through here. It's so peaceful. There's usually people walking through here, and they have all kinds of stuff. They have like a volleyball court over there, and a little carousel, and basketball courts, and there's a lot of cool stuff. It's a really fun place. I definitely enjoyed coming here as a kid, and still do as an adult. There's even a skate park up here. I remember when they put that skate park up. That's new. There's the train. The train's a really big part of this community. Yeah, we're gonna get a parking spot right up in here. Do what we gotta do, baby. Alright, boys, so give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and get my laptop open, get it all hooked up to the car, and we'll make our adjustments, upload it, and we'll start part 2 of our drive. Let's get it. With that, we are back. So we just edited up that tune file, took out some more fuel, and uploaded it up to the ECU. Gonna have to let the car kind of learn what it's doing again, since we are starting fresh once again. I'll go ahead and close out of here, close out of there.
logger here. That one should work. And there she is. Now this is where stuff gets a little weird. I still fail to find knock timing on this, which is why sometimes I use VersaTuner here. With VersaTuner, I get my knock readings no problem. Whereas on Mazda Edit, I opened it up one day and it was just gone. But as long as everything feels good and it looks good, I won't really mess with it. So we're just going to go back to our selected here. So AFRs are very good, sitting at about 14.6 to 14.7, which is stoic at idle, so we are good there. RPM, I did raise my idle RPM to 800, so we're at 801 right now. That's fine. MAF grams per second looks good. Alright. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and start logging here. Hit log data to file. Why are we in battery saver mode? Is my laptop about to die? That might die. Let's see. Oh, we got 20%. We'll make it. Okay, so with that, we are logging. The only indicator, there's no graphs here, but there's a little green bar that comes up. That's how you know you're good. I'm gonna set this off to the side. We can periodically check it if we want. I don't advise keeping your eye on data for very long periods of time because you are driving on the road, and that's a bad idea. And what's nice too is I can actually use this, and as long as I don't get wheel spin and my data log, I can actually, oops, that should be okay. But I can actually get my horsepower rating, so I can figure out how much power this version of that tune has, which is also cool. We're gonna go ahead, so we've got a Hyundai coming through. We'll let them get through here. Let's get on the road. Like I had said earlier, first startup, you want to take it easy on it, let it kind of figure out what it's doing. You can't really just jump in and start romping on it, because the car, you're giving the car all new parameters, you're resetting the ECU, starting fresh, which means that at times, I've noticed on first startup, it's gonna hiccup a lot and stumble. Second startup, runs smooth, no problems. I don't know why it does that. My car does it. I don't know if other cars do it too. But first run may not go as smoothly as I'd hope. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to drive about halfway to my destination, turn it off, turn it back on, and then we'll try again. Getting some more burbles out of it at low RPM, I'm noticing. I should get a little bit better fuel economy as well. Not that I drive my car for gas mileage. because admittedly I kind of drive like an asshole sometimes. Right here I was just revving up there, trying to find idle. You're going to get a lot of that. And it certainly doesn't feel as torquey right now. I may go back and just use that last tune file and just pull fuel out of just the bottom end. I pulled it out of the entire power band. It does feel smoother, I will say. Although with that last revision, I had a lot of torque. And again, an app like Draggy would probably help me out tremendously when it comes to trying to figure out what my car is doing, because I can use the numbers to tell if I'm going faster or not. I think right here I'm going to try to get a small pull in if I can. We're just going to go in second gear from 2000 and take it to red line. Well, maybe not right here because it's a little curvy. Starting to wake up a little bit, I can feel it. Trying to see my driving AFR here. Looks like right now I'm at about 14.0 to 14.6 is what it's kind of bouncing around. So good AFRs just while cruising. RPMs on 14.1 to 14.7.
So again, still good. So far, it feels pretty good. What are we showing here on the logs? I'm actually showing... starting to bounce out right there. There we go. Practice or get a pull because there's cops in the area. Unlucky with the stop signs or stop lights. Starting to feel a little something, baby. You just gotta keep on waking up.
you drive, the better it's going to start to feel. So for those of you who are looking into getting a tune, just know that things are going to feel a little weird at first. That first time you should crank it over. There's a reason why tuners say to drive it 40 to 60 miles before you make any last judgments about it. You can't just turn it on the first time and then just expect it to work perfectly, because your car's got to relearn itself. Spot. We still don't get a light. About when people do crazy stuff, man. Oh, there you go.
ahead and get on it, see how she feels. Definitely say that I feel as though I lost a little bit of power. So what I may end up doing is going back to that old tune and just taking some fuel out of the bottom end. But that's just how I feel. It might just be that it's smoother, and that's how it is, you know? It might be faster, but it's smoother. That's where stuff like that draggy time comes into play, because I don't know. I can't tell. Got an S2K? Got an S2000 over here, dog. Sheesh. Ain't the cleanest one in the world, but they're a rarity. You guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. I know it's not the most exciting video in the world, but I really just wanted to record some stuff, keep on working on my editing skills, and get something out to you. So with that being said, I'll catch you later. Peace.